What's up, everyone? Champions back again for another UFC predictions video. This time for UFC 328, Chimaev versus Strickland. This is a sick card. A lot of really fun fights on this. Usually, I would say let's go over what happened last time, but I'm doing this early. I'm doing this early because I'm going to be on vacation. So, yeah, apologize for that. I'll probably make like a video like doing like a breakdown of all the stuff like that or whatever, like a recap of my bets and stuff like that, picks. But besides the point. But I want to get into it. I want to get this done now and get my thoughts out there for fights that I do feel good about. I'm not necessarily going to feel great about them because I haven't taped all of these at all, and I have no idea what the odds are. There's no odds on some of these fights. So yeah, let's go over them now though. One by one. Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. I know Jim Miller's like a New Jersey guy, but I'm going to go Jared Gordon. I just think he's fought way better. I wouldn't be shocked if Gordon just gets chinned though. But I think Jim Miller's kind of done, sadly. Jared Gordon, still very, very competent fighter. Very, very good. I'll go with Jared Gordon, but I imagine I'm not going to be willing to back him at chalk. I'm assuming he's going to be chalk. No, thanks. I'm nothing to do with this. And I'll say that this breakdown, because I haven't done as much tape study and stuff like that, it's not going to be as long. So yeah, I will not be betting on Jared Gordon versus Jim Miller. Very likely not. And I will say, since this is like this, such a weird situation because I am going on vacation for like 3 weeks and stuff like that, so I'm getting stuff done now. If I have any change of mind stuff, and I bet something else that I didn't talk about, it's gonna be on the comments. So yeah, let's get back into it. Next fight, Pat Sabatini versus William Gomis. This one I'm definitely going to be looking to bet on. William Gomis, man, I think he's really damn good, and he's with the best coach in MMA right now, Nicholas Ott. He's training the guy who should be in the main event instead of Sean Strickland, Nasruddin Imavov. William Gomis with a guy like that is going to be a monster, and he's going to keep getting better and better and better. Gomis is already pretty damn good. I think his style is going to be really tough for Pat Sabatini to really get a hold of. And I wouldn't be surprised if he catches Pat and puts him out. I really wouldn't. I might be interested in putting like you know what? I'm gonna put KO just for funsies. Like Pat Sabatini runs into a knee, which is very, very possible. He does have nasty knees. I think that's legitimately live, and I'll probably put like a tiny bet. It's gonna be like pretty wide, I'd imagine. But yeah, William Gomis, his style is just so tricky and it's so hard for people. Obviously, Pat Sabatini gets in the ground. It's going to be a little dicey. It's going to be dicey for Gomis. I'm interested in how they're going to line this fight. I'm not sure. I think it could be Pick'em. It could be Pat Sabatini, kind of sizable favorite. I wouldn't be shocked either way. But I'll be interested in William Gomis either way because I think he should be like, I should be a favorite, but I don't think he's going to be priced as one. William Gomis is the man. He does not train at MMA Factory anymore. Grant Dawson versus Mateusz Ronbetsky. This one I'm going to be maybe interested in betting, but there's probably one I have to think about. I am going Ronbetsky. This is interesting because they're former training partners at American Top Team. So there's that to mention. Ronbetsky's hard to get taken down, and I think that's why I have to go with him here against Grant Dawson, who's pretty chinny. You can't get hit by this guy Ronbetsky hard. I don't think Dawson's going to take that very well. And when Dawson gets hit by a really good shot, he covers up. Like I just feel the writing's on the wall, and I'm going to be interested in something like a Ronbetsky KO bet because that's how he's going to cover his line, whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, I actually check Bet Online if they have lines. They probably do. It's worth a look. 328. Not just for 6 fights. My goodness. Yeah, I got Ronbetsky. I think he finds a KO against Grant Dawson, who's chinny. But obviously, if Grant Dawson can get his grappling going, I mean, he's so damn good at it. Like, he can kind of beat anyone just based off his grappling. But I don't think he gets there. I think Ronbetsky gets a KO. Joel Alvarez versus Yaroslav Amosov. I'm definitely looking to put a bet on this fight. And I'm hoping this fight's pick'em, because if it is, oh, hell yeah. I like Amosov here. I think Joel Alvarez is going to go back to his old ways of playing off his back and losing. I don't think Amosov's going to mess with Alvarez much at all on the feet. And I think Amosov is going to get a takedown, do what he does, stay on top, be safe. The Amosov way. He's a really damn good fighter. I think this is like a nightmare matchup for Joel Alvarez in this division. Absolutely looking to be betting on Amosov in this fight personally. Bissinger Susurkaya versus Jordan Santos. I'm absolutely going to be looking to put some money on this fight as well. Bissinger Susurkaya by whatever the hell he wants. The Jordan Santos is terrible. I don't know how he beat Barlow even. I don't even know. The Ozzy Diaz. I was there on Ozzy Diaz. I was there. This guy is awful. He throws out a lot of volume that's like nothing. He can't hit for anything. I guess unless it's Danny Barlow. Susurkaya has this guy covered everywhere. I think he's gonna be minus 1,000. I might even be willing to like max bet him. Like this guy is that bad. The Jordan Santos. I'm not sure. Like he is also pretty durable. The Jordan Santos. Which, like I want to consider the KO bet, and I still might, but it's a little scary. I'll also say Susurkaya, he plays with his food. He does play with his food, which makes it a little worrisome to bet on a price like that, even though I'm like not worried at all for him. Like because of that, I'm not expecting this guy to get around 1 KOs pretty much ever. Like that's what I'm saying. He's a 2-3 guy, but that 2-3 when he gets going, oh my goodness, he gets going. And yeah, he's so much better of a striker. He's better in everything Santos does. Santos is terrible, man. Bissinger Susurkaya by whatever the hell he wants. I'd be shocked if he loses. Legitimately shocked. I'll have some money on him some way, somehow. Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Ochoa. This depends on the odds for me if I bet on this fight, but I will be looking at putting a bet on Jose Ochoa if the odds are any sort of reasonable. Clayton Carpenter's tough. I'm going to go decision, but Ochoa is a real deal, man. I think he's going to be able to stop the grappling of Clayton Carpenter, keep this fight on the feet, and win on the feet. Jose Ochoa's striking is so damn good. So damn good. Trending at Shoot the Box. Asiel Mabayev on short notice. No shame at all. No shame at all. Like I think he's gonna be more prepared for this fight. I think he's gonna get the job done. I think the secret's probably out on Ochoa. He's probably gonna be like somewhat of a fave. I might be interested in that, but I have to see at the odds. You'll see in my bet MMA.tips account if I do put a bet on him. But yeah, I'm absolutely looking to be putting money on Ochoa. He's really damn good. Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tulio. God, I wish I could tape this one more. Right now, I'm going Roman Kopylov. I think he's going to get a KO with like a head kick because Tulio is so damn hittable. With a guy as good at striking as Kopylov, if you're that hittable, I think you can absolutely get put out by Roman Kopylov. And that's what I think is going to happen. I will say I am worried about Tulio getting takedowns. That's if he wants to win this fight pretty easy, does that. I am worried about Tulio's gas tank, like drowning Kopylov. I am absolutely worried about that. But other than that, man, Kopylov is just... I know he's like kind of old, but damn, he's still really damn good on the feet. I know the Costa fight wasn't necessarily a good look for Kopylov, but honestly, probably Costa does that to Tulio. So, I mean, I'm not going to even put that against Kopylov. Kopylov's head kicks are really damn good, and I think Tulio's going to eat one and get put out. So, yeah, give me Roman Kopylov to get the win. Atepa Gautier versus Ozzy Diaz. Predatory matchmaking. There's not much for me to really say. Gautier, round 1 KO. Diaz is beyond chinny. Atepa is just going to land once and put him out. King Green versus Jeremy Stephens. I'm going to be honest. I have zero confidence in this fight. I've not taped this on at all. I want nothing to do with this one, to be honest. I'll go King Green for looking. He's been looking pretty all right as of late. Against not the greatest competition. Short notice, Lance Gibson Jr. and Zal Huber, who's looked awful. Jeremy Stephens, like it feels like they're gonna scrap, but Jeremy can land the thing that, like, big shot. That's what worries me, to be honest. But I mean, besides that, I don't know. I just kind of expect Green to just do his thing and land more. So I'm just gonna go Green for minute winning upside, but I don't know. Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. This is a little bit of a hot take. I'm going to be interested in putting a bet on Joaquin Buckley, but I don't know. I might be able to. I might be talked out of this one, but I will tell you what. I have belief in Buckley because after that Usman fight, I heard a lot of like things from him. It's like, okay, I trust him to get better at this aspect of MMA, and like it scares me because I know Sean Brady is freaking ridiculously good at jiu-jitsu. It's like not necessarily just wrestling. I don't know. I mean, I do think Sean Brady's a little chinny. I think the quick twitch movement of Buckley can absolutely catch Sean Brady. Yeah, I think Buckley's very live to just catch Sean Brady on the feet, and that's what I'm ending up going with. I think he can find ways to stuff takedowns and do what he needs to do to win. I like Buckley's mentality a lot. I just believing in that, honestly. It's not something I'm going to put much on. I'm not acting like, oh yeah, Joaquin Buckley's definitely going to win this fight. I don't feel that great about Joaquin Buckley, but I honestly think he can make the improvements in time since that last fight, which is like almost a year ago, to get the job done here against Sean Brady. So I'll go Joaquin Buckley to get the job done. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. I'm absolutely going to have a bet on this fight. You better believe it. Volkov is going to smoke Waldo Cortez Acosta. This guy's been getting away with this for too long, doing nothing volume for however much time. I can't stand Waldo Cortez Acosta, and I think Volkov's going to get the job done. I think it could be a head kick, but I think Waldo, the range is going to be a problem because he's not going to. Sure, he might be a little bit faster, but Volkov's got the timing, man. Volkov is nasty. He's got kicks. The range is going to give Waldo so much problems. I think he's going to be too scared to get in there with Volkov and really throw. Volkov is like a top 3 heavyweight on the planet right now. He's still so damn good. I think he's going to freaking destroy Waldo. I love to see Waldo try and wrestle Volkov. Please be my guest, because I think that goes very bad for you if you try to. Yeah, Volkov is really damn freaking good. I think he kind of has Waldo Cortez Acosta covered. I like Volkov a lot here. I will be having a good amount of money on Volkov. Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Give me Taira. I already gave. I mean, no, I didn't give this breakdown because it got canceled. But I like Taira to win this fight. I'm gonna go KO. I might bet this fight similar to how I bet Pantoja versus Van, which is fight ends by KO. Both guys are live to get a KO here. Joshua Van absolutely live, throws really hard, and I mean pace-wise, he's just insane. That if this fight goes late, the KO is going to be live, and I like this because it's going to be pretty big plus money. But the reason why I like that KO prop, I think Joshua Van is very chinny. I think he's very chinny. And I think Taira can absolutely crack him on the feet and get him out of there from that. Yeah, I think that's live. I think ground and pound from Taira is also live. So the fight ends by KO. I'm absolutely going to be looking at that. And I'm also going to be looking at Taira money line. If that's, I mean, it is up. It's minus 200. Oh, I need to find a way to bet that a different way. But yeah, there's like, I'm not even sure Pantoja, what was Pantoja's line against Van? I gotta know now, because like if it's like before, if it's like under that, like, oh my, I can't do it. Pantoja has to have been like wider odds against Van than Taira for me to bet it. There's just no way I can bet it otherwise. Let me look at the betting odd history just to be sure though. And I do think there'll probably be money on Van, though, coming in anyways. So, that to mention. Just want to take a quick look at this. Where's 326? Where are you? It'll be here somewhere. Here it is. Or 323, not 326. That just happened. Odds. Here we go. Just making sure. Please load. Why are we doing this right now? Fight.io. Here we go. He's like the exact same odds as Pantoja. Oh, come on. Like closing odds. I mean, Pantoja got up to like minus 240, but I can't stomach that. Yeah, I think Taira gets a job done. I do think his grappling is so legit. I do think he beats Pantoja now, Taira. I think he's the Brandon Royval fight was what he needed to get the ability to become a champion. That's what I truly believe. I think he's going to show that in this fight. Van, I think if he gets put on the ground, he's going to be in trouble. On the feet, I think even. I mean, Van's a really good boxer, of course, but I think he can get cracked in the feet as well because he's kind of reckless. So, yeah, give me Taira. I think it's job done. Khamzat Chimaev versus Strickland. I don't know how I want to pick method on this fight. I definitely like Chimaev. I don't know how the hell Strickland got his way to a title shot. This is a stupid fight. It should be Chimaev versus Imavov, but whatever. I'll go sub 2. I think he gets Strickland out of there with a sub, I guess, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to decision. I will say, to credit Khamzat Chimaev, his last fight against Dricus du Plessis was his best performance ever, because it showed the best fight IQ ever, where he's not doing things to kill his gas tank. And that's a dangerous Chimaev, because if he's fight smart, man, he can beat a lot of dudes, man. Yeah, Strickland has good takedown defense or whatever, but I don't think it's gonna matter against Khamzat. Khamzat's too good at this stuff, even on the feet. I mean, it's not gonna take place on the feet. Even on the feet, Chimaev's probably lands the better shots. I get if this fight extends and this fight stays on the feet, yeah, Strickland is definitely live, but I just think Chimaev takedown gets the job done. I'm not crazy about betting Chimaev though in that fight, though. I will say that. Maybe his sub bet will be interesting, but I don't know. Let's go through each fight. More 6 strikes, more takedowns for each one. Jim Miller, Jared Gordon. I guess Jared Gordon, more 6 strikes. More takedowns could be interesting. I'll go Jared Gordon, because Jim Miller loves pulling guillotine, and maybe he can be all right and get that. Pat Sabatini, William Gomis. Pat Sabatini, more takedowns. He's going to be going for them. William Gomis, more 6 strikes. It could be dicey, because Pat Sabatini maybe lands some 6 strikes from on top, but I'll go Gomis still. Grant Dawson, Mateusz Ronbecki. Grant Dawson, more takedowns. He's going to be the only one going for takedowns here. Ronbecki, more 6 strikes. I mean, I just don't think Dawson's going to be trying to strike much at all. Alvarez, Amosov, interesting. Amosov, more takedowns for sure. More 6 strikes. It can go either way, because it depends on how much time we have on the feet, and maybe Amosov doesn't throw too much on the ground. I'll go Amosov, but I don't feel great about the 6 strikes. Susurkayev, Santos. Susurkayev, more 6 strikes. Easily. I know Santos throws volume, but he's not going to get hit. And Santos, I guess, more takedowns, but Susurkayev's not going for no takedowns, but Susurkayev could go for takedowns if he really wanted to. Ochoa, Clayton Carpenter, simple. Striker versus grappler. Striker, Ochoa, more 6 strikes, more takedowns. Clayton Carpenter. Kopylov, Tulio, more takedowns, definitely Tulio. He's the only one going for them. On Kopylov, more 6 strikes. I go more 6 strikes, since he's going to be target practice. But if this does go long, it's going to be Tulio, more 6 strikes. So, I don't want anything to do with the 6 strikes. Maybe Tulio 6 strikes, actually, because he's going to be throwing a bunch, even if Kopylov just catches him. Agate, more 6 strikes. I guess more takedowns. Ghazi, Diaz. Ateba's not going for no takedowns. King Green, Jeremy Stevens. I'll go King Green, definitely more 6 strikes, because he's pretty slick with it. More takedowns. I don't think Jeremy Stevens going for no takedowns, so I'll go King Green. He does have nice wrestling if he wants to use it from time to time. Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley. Buckley, more 6 strikes in my opinion. Brady, more takedowns. It's a lot of these matchups, honestly, in this card. Volkov, Waldo. Volkov, more 6 strikes. More takedowns. I don't think it's going to be any takedowns this fight. I don't know. It could be either one, honestly. Pass. I guess Waldo, because he's going to get lit up on the feet. Van Tyra. Van, more 6 strikes, I guess, because he just throws more. Tyra, more takedowns. He's the guy who's going to go for takedowns in this fight. Chimaev, Strickland. Chimaev, more takedowns. That's a lock. Strickland. No. Chimaev, more 6 strikes as well. He's going to be throwing a lot of ground and pound. So, yeah, that is that for my picks on the card. Thanks so much for watching. You can check me out at betmma.tips champ bets. So you can see all the bets and stuff like that I have on there. Since it's going to be on vacation, I'm doing this pretty early. So because of that, I'm kind of scrambling with this stuff. So all that stuff and any opinions I have on things, if they change, they're going to be in the comments. Yeah, I'm going through this pretty fast because I don't have too much time and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for understanding. Anything like that, we'll be addressing stuff like that in the comments. And yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. You could the bets I'm looking on this card: Gomis, William Gomis for sure, Ronbecki in some way, Amosov for sure. I'm gonna be looking at Susurkayev for sure in some way. Ochoa maybe, Kopylov. I think like a little bet on him by KO. Joaquin Buckley maybe as a small bet, maybe like a finish only. Volkov absolutely. Tyre in some way. Fight ends by KO in that fight. Yeah, those are the main ones I'm looking at. So, yep. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Have a great one.